Are you going to come say hello to the people? You're going to say hello to the people? No, all they get is an ear. Hey there everybody, JT Bear. Welcome back to the Seeds of the Day episodes, shows, videos, clips, things I'm putting on YouTube. Anyway, for today's seed, I'm going to be doing some Royal Burgundy Bush Beans. I've tried planting these a few times in the past and I've had, well, no success. I have yet to actually successfully grow these. But I'm hoping that this time will be different because they're staying in the house. And with any reasonable amount of good luck, I should be able to get beans off of this plant before I can plant outside. So it'll be good. I've never grown beans that I can think of. I mean, I've grown peas, but I don't think I've ever grown beans. So this will be quite interesting. Now, the other day I was in a conversation with a fellow Canadian gardener, and apparently a lot of these beans, I don't know about this company in particular, but a lot of these bean seeds are coated with, well, I guess it's a germicide, fungicide type thing, but it's actually got mercury in it. So I have decided to soak these seeds beforehand, and I'm really glad I did. Today, this is day 2 in the water, in the little cup here. I'll show you that in a second. But after 24 hours, the initial water turned this really nasty and somewhat questionable pink color. So I'm thinking whatever was on there is hopefully washed off. I have dumped out that water, replaced a new cup of water in there, and I'm not getting anywhere near as much of a discoloration in the water. So these beans should, in theory, be nicely soaked and ready to go. I've heard beans are not necessarily too fond of transplants, so I'm going to put one of these straight, well, all 3 of them really, straight into my good old, once was a pepper pot, and just kind of, you know, JT style, hope for the best. I can't really say that I would mind having fresh beans to pick out of the green room in the middle of winter. That would be great. And pickled beans, right? Pickled beans. Mmm. So let's get started, and I'll show you a few other things I got going on at the same time because, you know, planting bean seeds doesn't exactly take a lot. So this is another Mackenzie seed product. They're based surprisingly close to us, although I bought these in BC. They are a Manitoba company. $1.89 for this pack of heirloom seeds. 55 days it says. Well, we'll put that to the test shortly. But let's take a look at the number of beans that are inside of this. Now remember, I've planted probably 2 or 3 times out of this already. Like I said, with no success, but I blame myself there, not the seeds. Focus. Let's focus. Camera. Shaky hands. Just got back from a walk in the cold. So 6 to 14 days to sprout, planted an inch deep, plant them 4 inches apart, and put the rows, you know, 2 feet apart, sounds good. Dude's just sprinkling it on the ground there, so I don't know about the inch deep there, but what do we got? This unusual dark purple potted bean produces an abundant yield of tender and delicious stringless beans. Sounds good to me. Pods turn dark green when cooked, excellent fresh or frozen. For the record, I'm one of those people, I can't stand frozen beans or frozen peas. Can't stand them from a can either, so I'm really hoping this will work because fresh is best, right? So here we've got the 3 bean seeds that I've had soaking for, between 36 and 48 hours. It hasn't been a full 2 days yet. And like I said, this water doesn't seem to have that same discoloration that the first batch did. It was a really almost fluorescent pink that had dyed that water though, so I was definitely not going to be putting that anywhere near my soil. 3 little beans. Seems to me that's all Jack started with, so who knows where this will grow to. So here is my previously pepper pot. I've got a hole in about the center there. 1, 2, come on, number 3. Let's go! Join your friends! That's not where they went. Alright, so we'll just put you back over here in the hole. Press them down, cover it up with about an inch, and you know, really, in theory, that they say that's all that I need to do, just kind of plant it and wait. Now, I was hearing that beans like the heat, peas like the cool. I don't know, it's an inside the house sort of temperature, It's not that hot or that cold, so I have no idea how well these will grow. So for any of you out there who are regular bean growers, if you have any advice for a novice beanie like myself, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. Basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to let them grow in that pot, and as much as it kills me to not transplant things and move them around because I'm so used to that from my aquaponics, I'm just going to have to learn to leave well enough alone and just let them sit in there. But I don't know if I should be putting a cage in there. We've got some tomato cages out back that they kind of came with the house, right? And, you know, a few other things. I've got a bunch of bamboo sticks, and of course I've got a ton of PVC pipes. So if I need to make a cage or a trellis or something, please let me know. But it's a bush bean, so I'm thinking it should support itself. I really don't know. But anyway, they're planted now. I'm going to give them a watering to spray them in a little bit. And, you know, as always, hope for the best. We'll check back on them, I don't know, in a week or so when we finally see some sprouts coming up. On that note, we should take a look at the sprouts that are going in the cups. And then I'll show you some of the other things I've got going on today. Let's start with the sprouts that aren't in the cups. Look at these lettuce seeds. Right? They are totally shooting up. Probably a little on the leggy side, but I've just got these little LEDs. It's not like I've got heat lamps or anything insane going on here. See what else have we got? We've got the basils that are doing pretty well, except for in the middle of the purple basil there. I tried to pull some out, ended up squishing a whole bunch more down, so that wasn't good. But we've got the sage has already started sprouting up. That's cool. Still no signs of life from the tea plant or the bananas yet. The chives died on me. I don't know what happened there. But I got 2, maybe even 3 more packs of chives, so we'll get going on those again. The onions seem to be doing just fine. Beefsteak tomatoes, not so sure about how they're doing. That one indigo rose, it's alive. I'll give it that much. Here's a cool one. Look how tiny these oregano seedlings are. So cute. But those technically weren't supposed to be sprouted up yet either, so I'm ahead of the game there, I figure. We've got down here, there's that loofah. The leaf is starting to get a little bit more recognizable in the center there. Over here on the end, we've got the 2 types of peppers, the red ties on the left and the orange habaneros on the right. I'm going to do a whole lot more pepper planting soon, but odds are that'll just be a single seeds of the day video because pepper seeds look like pepper seeds, you know? So that is pretty much where that sits right now. Starting to look a little bit more like my place though, as we get more seedlings and little plants here, there, and everywhere. Ended up buying a new stack of cups here because I've pretty much gone through the old one already, which to me is a great thing. I'm hoping to run out of cups many times before the snow melts. So I've got lots and lots of plant starts. That's the plan anyway, right? We'll see. Let's take a look at that cracky style sort of ish red tie pepper plant, see how it's doing. Well, it still looks pretty green. Let's see if it's got any kind of root growth going on under there. Oh yeah, see? That is definitely growth on the root tip there. Lots of side shoots coming out. That's exciting. This might actually work. How cool would that be? Alright. Very curious indeed. And we've got this little one here with its cute little flowers. So I tried to take a picture of that the other day, but my tablet just does not want to focus on the little pepper flowers. Let's see if we can... And neither does this camera want to focus on the pepper flowers. But they're there. I swear they are. So, what else do I have going on? We went to the co-op today and I picked up a chisel because it was, you know, suggested to me that it might be time for an aquaponic update, and trust me, these things do relate to each other. You'll see all about that when I go do that update though. Was going to do it today, but I'm already losing light in the little greenhouse shop shed. Frozen, well, it's almost a freezer building at this point, but the fish are still doing alive, so we'll get a check on those. As far as my pepper shrine, what's left of it, we've got these 2 peppers here. The one on the left I think will be in the compost very soon, possibly before the next seed of the day video, but the one on the right still seems to be green, at least. So that's good. And then lastly, I guess we've got this little 4-shelf thing that we picked out from the co-op for like $15. Nice flat top on here, so I don't have to worry about my little seedling planters of whatever size and shape falling through the holes like on the one I'm already using back there. So this will be nice. It's supposed to be 4 shelves, but I imagine I'll set it up as 2 of 2 so that I get more seedling space out of the deal. Alright, so as much as I do enjoy winter and I do enjoy snow, I am discovering that I enjoy gardening a whole lot more than that. So I am going just a little bit stir crazy. It's snowing outside right now, so I don't think I'm going to be seeing my garden space all that soon. But I have been toying with the idea of going out there with some food coloring, because Shox has been doing lots of stuff with painting snow with food color. And maybe trying to get some idea of, well, just how big a garden plot I want to make in the side yard there. This place is, you know, fairly huge compared to what we used to live in, and I don't even know, you know, like the square foot gardening method seems really interesting to me, but then I have to kind of like decide beforehand, well, how many plants am I going to have, or how many square feet am I going to have, and then which plants do I put in it, and that's a whole lot of planning. And for those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, I'm much better at gardening by the seat of my pants than planning things out. So really, really curious to see how that's going to go by spring. It'll be interesting. But basically, yeah, that's where I'm going to let it go for today. I've got some shelves to set up, and I got an aquaponics system to try and chisel out from under the ice in the next couple of days, so I'll have a video up on that, well, in the next couple of days. Got to do it before I can post a video about it, right? So I guess until next time, everybody, I hope you're staying nice and warm, nice and safe over this particularly weird winter here in North America. And yeah, you know, don't forget to dream of the garden that is to come, right? That's why gardeners live longer, is because we're constantly thinking about what am I gonna plant next. Alright, everybody, I will see you next time. Have yourselves a fantastic day.